welcome Professor DEGUELDRE.
Yeah.
Welcome, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Pleasure to be with you on the booth
Thank
of EMRS TV.
My pleasure too. Mr. DEGUELDRE, the EMRS is every year a highlight. Is it your first time at the EMRS?
Of course not. I have been leading the nuclear symposia since about 2000. Okay, we started in 2000. If I remember well, it was in Strasbourg. Yeah.
In Strasbourg.
Yeah. And we got every 2 or 3 years a symposium on nuclear material, which allow us to have a panorama on the research which is made in this very important topic.
Okay, so from the first hour. Well, and why did you decide to come here? What is your goal, your aim?
Okay, the aim is in fact to promote a little bit the effort which is made in this very important topic, nuclear material, nuclear energy, which is one of the most sustainable form of energy for the production of heat or electricity. It's important to discuss that at the level of the sustainability, on the level of the economical aspect, at the level of the also ecological aspect. Okay, so this is key issue. Nuclear energy is an important form of energy in the national electricity production, and no, for me it's extremely important to be present here at the EMRS because we deal with the research in various institutes in Europe on effectiveness or on the quality of research in the field in this very important topic.
Okay, yeah. And you are also one of the speakers on the symposium.
The symposium, I'm chairing the symposium, of course, since several years, and as member of the committee of the EMRS, I consider that this is a symposium which must be present together with the renewable energy and the other form of energy that we have right now in the energy mix in different countries in Europe.
Okay, and can you tell us something more about your talk? About your science?
Well, my science in Lancaster right now is devoting on a form of renewable aspect of utilizing the nuclear. In fact, renewable aspect on the extraction of uranium. This is a topic here, by the way, one of the important topics at the EMRS symposium right now. We have at least from China 8 different presentations on the extraction of uranium from seawater. And this is the first, I would say the first session that we have. It's on the mining of uranium, green mining, very ecological mining, and among the ecological mining, the extraction of uranium from seawater is maybe number 1.
Okay.
So this is very important.
Interesting point.
Yeah.
And do you have a vision for the future regarding
yes, of course,
your science field?
Not only the extraction of uranium from seawater is very important, or form of extraction of uranium or thorium also, which may be an energy vector, is very important, but also the utilization in the most modern form of reactor. And among these modern reactor form, we have the so-called generation 4 reactor, which are those like sodium reactor, fast reactor, gas reactors, or hypercritical, supercritical water reactors, lead reactors, and then we have the molten salt reactor, which is extremely important, and it's one of the most promising reactors for the future, the fast molten salt reactors. We're devoting in Lancaster some effort in this field, in fact. We have several papers in the symposium dealing with this effort, this nuclear reactor.
Oh, okay. So this brings our talk to an end.
Yeah, no.
And we do have...
We do have also to say that in the symposium we have also some issue concerning which are some research which are devoting to the nuclear material, the structural material. In fact, we consider that we have to focus attention not only on the generation 2 reactor, so this reactor which exists right now, but also to the reactor which will exist in the future, so the generation 3, which are built right now in different countries in the world, and the generation 4, which are those reactors I told you just before. Also maybe to the fusion reactor if they arrive to some positive ROE in the future. Now we also focus on the post-irradiation examination of the fuel. That's very important, as well as the wasteform, because one of the key issues also in the nuclear world is the nuclear waste management. Okay, so
why?
Because all kind of energy produce some waste, okay, or for the formation of the unit, for the conversion, or for the fuel that they use. And this kind of fuel, spent fuel that that you produce at the end of the irradiation, has to be or recycled or disposed. Okay, so and the geological disposal is very important, and the disposition concerning the redissolution and the reutilization of some energy vector that you have in the spent fuel is very important. So both issues are politically different. From one country to another one, they don't have the same vision. Some are using the reprocessing. Some countries are using the once through, then out. Okay, so and we discussed that at the level of the symposium. Those who want to have reprocessing must have soluble fuel, spent fuel, and those who don't want to have reprocessing and want to have one through then out have to deal with a non-soluble waste form at the end of the day. So what we have to focus is an optimization of the fuel cycle, and that's a little bit one of the goals that we discuss in this symposium. Thank you.
Yeah. Then thank you for your time.
Thank you.